Hey everybody. All right, let's see who's all in here. Rock, Bootleg 773, J Knock, 8 Life, Dat Boy Butter. What's up, Cloud9, Lil Nap, KP Bot, Revo on the Beat, Mafia, George Life, Low Wave. Hello everybody. Welcome back to the deal. We don't have a lot of announcements today, so we'll just let you know as a reminder every single after show and every single day, 4:00 p.m. Eastern. We're on Twitter Spaces, so make sure you head over there right after this for some music industry talk part 2 with Justina and Sydney. So you could go to twitter.com/BeatStars at BeatStars. Join the show. Anyway, welcome back to The Deal. I'm Tia. I'm the Music Opportunities Manager here at BeatStars. If you're new to The Deal, we are highlighting our BeatStars Publishing roster. BeatStars Publishing is a partnership between BeatStars and Sony Music Publishing, who are the #1 global music publisher in the world. So if you're interested in finding out more information, including how you can sign up for BeatStars Publishing, you could head over to beatstars.com/publishing. Whew, it's always a lot saying publishing that many times. Holy smokes. All right. Don't forget to follow at BeatStars Publishing on Instagram for some free industry game to get better acquainted with the talented producers on our roster, by the way. This week we're hanging out with RedMosk, but if you want to rewatch this interview, you can check it out later alongside all of our past shows and BeatStars content, including tutorials on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/official BeatStars. And don't forget to subscribe to be notified of new uploads. Okay, so without further ado, bringing the man of the hour. Hello.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me.
Say hello to RedMosk, everyone. Hello. Anyways, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
What time is it where you are?
It's like I don't even know. It's like 9 p.m.
9 p.m. Jeez, it's late. I always appreciate the lot of you that have to work off our time zones and stuff like that. Sometimes we get people really early in the morning. Sometimes we get them really late at night. So thanks for staying up to talk to us. But
No
if you want to go ahead and introduce yourself, just let us know who you are, where you're from, and how you got started in music.
Then my producer name is RedMosk. I'm French. I sound like, and I started producing music like 2 years ago, I think.
So what got you into music? What was your earliest memory?
I went to a lot of gigs when I was a kid, and I started to listen to classic rock like Pink Floyd or Red Hot Chili Peppers or stuff like that, and I began to play guitar, and I wanted to start a band and play with other people. So yeah, I started making music like that.
Wow, that's so interesting. So, all right, how did you, where do I want to start with this? So I know on your profile it says that you play all of the instruments yourself.
Yeah.
Using samples in your beats. So what kind of instruments are you working with regularly?
I play drums a lot, but I don't use real drums in my instrumentals because I live in a flat, so it's really hard to record drums in a flat. And I play guitar a lot. I have a lot of guitars, and I also play piano. And
piano. That's it.
And I try to play the most instruments I can. Like if I have a trumpet or something like that, I'll try to play it.
Wow. Of all of them, what do you think is your favorite or something that you use mainly in your music? I mean, I assume it would be a guitar because you.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I started to play guitar, and that's the instrument I'm most familiar with.
And what does that offer to your music? What do you think is special about a guitar? What are you able to, or how are you able to utilize it? In the music that you're creating.
I think playing guitar makes me wanna like create full songs with different chord progressions,
Mhm.
like with a chorus, hooks and bridges and stuff like that. And I think that I would make music differently if I used a MIDI keyboard or something directly in the computer.
Mm. So you get to like really feel through it, basically. How were you able to get your name? Where did RedMosk come from?
Uh, I really love Russian culture and Russian music, and there is this band Kino, and the singer died in a car accident in the 19th, I think, and he died in a Moskvich car, and I really love those cars, so I thought it would be funny, and like I thought it's really, I don't know, I like the name, so yeah, I picked it.
Yeah, it's like an ironic play on a lot of different elements. Tell me a little bit about Russian music. Like, what attracts you to it? That's a side of music I'm definitely not familiar with, but I'd love to. I'd love
Uh, Actually, I listened a lot to Joy Division when I was younger, and I couldn't find any other band that sounded like Joy Division. So I looked up to. I really love music from every part of the world. I really like to listen to music I don't know. And one day I found post-punk Russian music, and yeah, I really liked it, and yeah, I love Russian culture, so I began to try to speak Russian and write Russian. So yeah.
Wow, that's pretty interesting. It's interesting what we latch onto or the things that we find that we end up loving that even maybe some of our own friends or like colleagues don't listen to. I think that's pretty cool. Um, so let's talk about your music and the style that you make and why you make it.
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Let's talk about the kind of music that you make and why you make it. Like, what genre do you predominantly
Oh, okay.
work in?
Yeah, I make mostly indie music and rock music, and yeah, sometimes I don't know, bedroom pop or yeah, stuff like that. And I think it's because it's I listen to a lot of rock music, like the Strokes or stuff like that, and I don't know, like I play the guitar, so I think rock music comes to my mind naturally when I play, and I really love the fact that you can make chord progression that soon great in jazz or hip hop, and you can. I think I can I can blend the genres, sorry, more easily in rock music, and yeah, I think that's it. That's the genre I think I'm the most comfortable with.
Mhm. It's like you're able to utilize the sounds that you're used to across different genres or
Yeah, that's it.
a little bit more because it's more of a universal sound, I guess, right? Um, so of all of this, how did you start uploading to BeatStars? Like, what drew you to building a business online?
I used to sing on my instrumentals. I wanted to like yeah play live or stuff like that, and I began to I start music studies, so I was a bit busy with my studies, so I just made music on my free time, and yeah, I liked it that way. And one day, one of my friends, Emotape, that also post on BeatStars, saw all my project files on my computer, and he said like, "What are you doing with this? You could sell it on BeatStars or stuff like that." So I looked up to the website, and yeah, I uploaded all my stuff that I didn't use. So yeah, that's it.
And you have a lot of uploads that have thousands of streams and things of that sort. So how are you able to, build a customer base, or how are you able to start drawing attention of people to get them to listen to or purchase your beats?
I think what's important is that I focus on a job, like for, I don't know, 3 months I'll be doing rock music, and 3 other months I'll be doing hip hop music, I don't know. And I think that people are attracted to the same kind of music, and I try to post on every platform I am, and yeah, I don't really know. I try to be really regular. Like I try to post every week, and yeah, I think that's good this way.
Yeah, so basically, in summary of all that, you stick to a niche, like you have a sound,
Yeah,
and you're consistent with your schedule, and that's setting you apart. So you said you're also posting on every platform that that you use. So what other platforms are you using?
yeah, like YouTube or Instagram or Twitter or Facebook. I try to be on every platform.
Yeah, and are you directing people to your beat store, or are you doing
Yeah,
other? Yeah, you are.
yeah.
I know that you have a pro page. I'm gonna build that up. I like yours a lot, so I'm gonna put it on the screen. Give me 1 second. Let's pull this. All right. So here's your pro page. Let's scroll on through it. Is there anything in particular that you think is really important to have on your beat page, or that's helped you set anything apart?
I think tagging the beats with the BPM and
Mm-hmm.
the chords, yeah,
Yeah,
that are contained in the instrumental is really important, because yeah, I have a lot of people asking me what BPM beat is, or I think it's really easier for artists to work with that.
Yeah, I think that's something that a lot of people don't talk about often, is the importance of making sure that you filled out all the metadata that you
Yeah,
possibly could. Even in things like, guys, for your knowledge, like the beat submissions and stuff, when we are running special opportunities that afford you guys the opportunity to submit to other artists, and we're asking for a specific key or a specific BPM, like you have no idea how many hundreds of thousands of beats, not hundreds of thousands, but hundreds and thousands of beats, sorry, I should say, just don't have anything that we're asking for. And it's hard to decipher sometimes if you don't. And some people are actually on the website on BeatStars searching for specific BPMs or specific keys. So that's something that you would be missing out on, an opportunity to make a sale or to get your beat license, just because you're not including those things. So I think that's a really good point. Thank you for saying that. So what made you want to sign with BeatStars Publishing? How did the opportunity come about, and what made it make sense for you?
Being French, I had a lot of trouble with US laws and how yeah, music industry in the US works, because it's really different in France.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wanted to be helped on that, and someone from BeatStars offered me to sign a publishing deal, and yeah, I thought that would be good. And as far as I sorry, And it's good.
Yeah, I think a lot of your roster mates would say the same thing. Um, there's a lot of folks on the other side of the world who don't have that link to the U.S. market or North American market necessarily, and I think it's a really great connectivity tool, especially because BeatStars really does support and service people from all over the world. So I think it's a no-brainer. But let's talk about your credits. So you've got a pretty incredible. You have two really incredible tracks out with Ty Verdes, but one of them is one of his biggest songs, "Stuck in the Middle," right?
Yeah.
So do you want to talk about that and how it came to be? I know if you guys, I want to play the song, but I'm scared that Twitch might mute us, so I can't.
Yeah, maybe.
But if you guys look up the song "Stuck in the Middle" by Ty Verdes, I'm like 99% sure you've heard it. I think it's got on Spotify alone 65 million streams or more than that. So yeah, go ahead and share.
Yeah, so I made this beat during lockdown when I was at my parents' house. And yeah, that's really funny because that's what I like in BeatStars. I just uploaded this instrumental, and Ty made this song with it, and yeah, it worked well. And he sent me the song, and I liked it. And yeah, it was normal. Like he just had a beat license, just normal thing. And one day he had like 100,000 streams on Spotify, and then he called me like we have to discuss a deal for exclusive rights. So we made a deal, and the other day he was like, okay, now that's I don't know 500,000 of streams, and yeah, it went really fast, and now the song is huge, and yeah, that was funny. So he just bought the instrumental and made this song, and that's it.
And then that's what happened. So he got it off BeatStars.
Yeah.
Wow. So what, like in that experience for you, you probably weren't thinking much of it. I'm sure you get people licensing your stuff all the time, but to see it go from, the license to where it is now, what do you think that's going to do for your career, or how has that helped you so far?
So far, I don't really know, but I'm in contact with a lot of people from Thai teams, and yeah, I'm more comfortable with contacting other people from the industry. And yeah, I think that's the best thing. I can contact people, and I have like something to show to.
Yeah, you have a successful product to show off, and you have a second song with him.
Bad News, yeah.
Yes, Bad News. So now you have this relationship with him where hopefully you're able to work on more tracks. But how did you land being on his most recent project? How did that come about? Did you reach out to him, or was he reaching out to you?
Actually, he just bought another instrumental on my BeatStars page.
Oh my god! So he's really active over there.
Yeah.
I think that's so cool, and definitely one of those like once in a lifetime opportunities or experiences. Like a lot of people don't get to say that happened, but I think it's proof of the fact that there are artists who are utilizing the platform regularly, such as Ty, who see the value in what you guys are creating and uploading. So I think that's really beautiful.
Yeah, I think Ty is still using BeatStars and looking for builds on BeatStars.
I think that's so awesome. So as far as like working with artists goes, maybe similar to Ty or not similar, what kind of artists do you hope to work with in the future? Or if there's any specific names, feel free to share.
I don't really know currently, but yeah, I'd like to work with indie artists, and I'm really focused on finding artists that I really like, and yeah, I don't really know how to explain. I want to find someone that I can play music with.
Fair
That's
enough.
it.
Yeah, I think just again, just having that synergy and
Yeah.
understanding is helpful. And when you find them, you'll know. Basically, is what's gonna
Yeah.
happen. So, is there any like particular artists or producers who have influenced your sound? I know you mentioned the Russian band earlier. I can't remember their name right now, but
Yeah. Sure.
you mentioned them. Is there anyone else who's really impacted how you create or influenced how you create?
I listen to bossa nova a lot,
Mm.
music from Brazil, and I think it really influences me on chord progression and yeah, melodies on top of chords. And I also listen a lot to Faye Webster.
Mhm.
Her last album came out yesterday, I think. Like really modern sound and a lot of guitars, and yeah, it's really a blend of genres, and yeah, I really like that. And I think I listened a lot when I was younger to Mac DeMarco, and it really influenced me for playing guitar. And I think I play a little like him. Like people told me that I played like Mac DeMarco. I don't know, but
That's a great compliment. It's a huge so let's talk about maybe some advice. Do you have any pieces of advice, maybe business wise or production wise, that you think every producer should know?
I think that as a producer, you need to. You don't have to be afraid of the reception of your music. Like if you like the music you make, you can upload it, and there is always be people who like the music you make. And yeah, I don't think making music being afraid your music wouldn't be liked. I don't know if it's English or, but yeah, I think you should like to play music, and yeah, that's it.
Yeah, there's something for everyone. And I saw a
Yeah,
tweet today actually, and the person said that they can't stress how important it is just to create because you like it, and not to create with like any particular business in mind, because then obviously you're
yeah.
getting like the most natural result. So I 100% agree with you. Um, so as far as your own experience, do you have any like super incredible moments that you want to share with anybody or that you can share?
I didn't understand your question. Sorry.
Have you had any moments in your career thus far? I mean, maybe it could be your placements or other things that were really like
Oh, okay.
stand out to you.
Uh, Recently, I made an instrumental like at the beginning of my BeatStar page, and the beat went well, and yeah, I didn't think of it anymore. And
Wow.
someday, someone sent me a song that he made, and with the instrumental, and his producer remixed the my instrumental, and like in a full song. And at the time I really mixed really bad, I think. The instrumental sounded pretty bad, and yeah, he remixed the thing, and yeah, I was amazed by the song, and I think it's doing well.
Wow. I think I think that's so interesting. Like something a lot of people I guess don't think about is the amount of work that kind of goes out into the internet, and you know you continue working so you stop thinking about it, but
Yeah, but
people are able to
beats are always there, and
Yeah, it exists. It's a database, and it's like a piece of work that's very much alive that you don't think about. But I think that's pretty dope. I think with that being said, I want to hear some of your work. You dropped a couple
Yeah.
tracks for us to listen to. So let me pull that up for us. Let me just share my screen, guys. 1 moment. All right. So, which track would you like to start with?
I think my favorite is the first one.
This one? Okay. You guys can hear it, right? I think the benefit of only having one person on the show sometimes is that we can play more of the track and actually get to feel the whole vibe. The chat was going off while we were playing. George Life said it's funky. Cloud9 said he was already a fan of you. And 10 seconds in, he was vibing. Revel the Beat Mafia says beautiful vibe. Block loves the bounce. Eighth Life said mad groovy. Everybody's loving it. I forgot to mention, guys, feel free to rate the track out of 5 emojis, whichever you would like. Let us know who you think you would hear on the track. Just get into it. All right, what's the next track? Which one do you want to play?
I think you can play Holidays, the third. I really had fun making this one.
Yeah, all right.
RedMosk.
What a vibe. So different. Eighth Life said you're very on point with the tag. King said summertime in the 60s type beat. Okay, let's ask. Bufo wants to know, why do some of your beats have just a one-word name and others have much longer descriptive ones? Is there any particular thought process or strategy behind that, or just whatever you usually feel?
There's no really strategy with that. I used to I've really descriptive titles, and recently I thought that it would be more clear on my BeatStars page. So yeah, I started to have one word titles, and I think that's more easy for me also.
So it's aesthetically, it's a thing.
Yeah,
Got it.
I don't really know if it works better or what, but that's it. I'll see.
All right. What's your next one?
I think you can play the ninth one. It's really different of what I used to make. Yeah, that one.
Tyler the Creator. This is going to be interesting. All right.
RedMosk.
That was definitely different. That was super vibey. Bufo said I can hear this in a vlog or a documentary.
Yeah.
And that is his favorite one. Cloud9 said it was super spacey and he loves it. Everybody loved it.
Thank you, everyone.
All right. Next.
I think you can play Spell.
This one?
It's a bit in the same, this one, in the same vibe, I think. The more recent one.
RedMosk.
So Cloud9, first of all, dope. Lil Nap said Bruno Mars joints and that you found your lane. Cloud9 wants to know what DAW you use.
I use Ableton.
Ableton. All right. I hope that helps Cloud9. Okay, next.
You can play the Blind, the 7th.
Okay.
different again.
Red Hot Chili Peppers. This is an interesting book.
I don't really know if the tags are good, but yeah.
Also, while we're on the topic of names or like naming conventions, I don't sell or license beats, but from my experience playlisting, you can put type beat in there, but like if someone searches type beat, it's going to come up with every type beat result. I think for me, what's helpful in finding things was having the artist names in the tags and at least a genre included. So it could be like, for example, like Lil Baby Trap type beat or something like that. I think for me, I think that helps people come up more. I don't know what that looks like for you guys as far as trying to, get your beat trending on YouTube or anything like that. But as far as the platform goes, including the genre, or at least working in the metadata, the tags and everything on the back end, I think is helpful. But okay, let's stop talking now.
RedMosk.
I need to know why people would say it's somebody stole my horse type.
I think it's because of the folk guitar.
It's giving Western vibes, but oh my goodness. Holy. All right. What's your next one?
You can play the Nirvana type beat. It's a recent one and also different. The eighth. Eight.
That was so dope. Everybody thought I was going up with that. Everyone thinks that you should be submitting your music to music supervisors for safe opportunities. I agree.
And I'd love to.
Yeah, Absolutely. Very rarely, I feel like we get um, any like rock or indie. More recently, especially on the show, I've been able to talk to more of you guys, but very rarely do I get to hear sound like this. So super dope. Bufo said, "How are you getting the effects on the guitar with a real amp, or are you using a guitar rig or other softwares?"
I used both. On this one, I used a real amp, sorry, with a chorus pedal, and most often I play directly on my interface with Amplitude 4.
I don't know what that means. Sounds like a lot of math, but hopefully that answers your question, Bufo. Cloud9 wants to know: do you have any sample packs, or are you open to collaborating?
I don't have any sample packs, but I'm down to collaborating with anyone. Yeah, I really like to
Great.
do it.
So his BeatStars is linked right there, and so is his Instagram. So make sure to follow, and I guess slide in the DMs if you want to.
Yeah.
All right, what's the next track you want to play? It looks like we actually have room to play most of your music today, so I'm excited.
Great. You can play the fourth if you want.
Fourth song? All right. These ads are killing me. These sounds are also like I just want to feel like I should be like in the sand, like happy and like twirling. So I really see these. You know when people do on TikTok, they're showing like their whole the day in the life of themselves.
Yeah.
That was what that vibe was to me. Like definitely a really fire sound that could go up on TikTok.
I think I composed this one on the beach, actually.
Oh wow! See, look at the vibes. Okay, so we've got track 2, track 6, and track 10 left.
You can play track 2, I think.
All right.
As well.
So mood, go.
RedMosk.
Another sunny vibe day. Cloud9 said Cammy, you know Cammy, right? You work with
Yeah, I
Cammy,
think.
BeatStars team. Cammy,
Yeah.
Cloud9 says Cammy would love your music. All right. So, like such a different vibe. Like I don't know if we've actually had any music like this on the show yet, and I've been
Okay.
here, so nice to have you here. All right,
Thank you.
2 more to go. It's gonna be your second last. Blue.
Let's play the last. Yeah, this one. It's a bit dark, but yeah, I like it.
Okay, just a little.
RedMosk.
I feel like that was a good place to stop it. I like that one a lot. I don't feel like it was like too dark or anything. It was just
Okay.
um, okay. So your last song. Any final words?
I don't.
No. Okay. So we'll just listen.
RedMosk.
Amazing. Okay, so there's a lot of commentary happening in
Yeah.
and people obviously are sharing that your music sounds like it could be in commercials and syncs for shows and stuff like that. But Tower TK1 wants to know: do people use these tracks to sing or rap over, or are these primarily sold for background use, commercials, etc.? So, I mean, we know you have some places, but where has some of your music landed that you know of?
More often, I lease these tracks to people who sing over, and I think I never sold anything for commercials or stuff like that.
Okay, not yet, not yet.
Yeah.
And I know you also mentioned earlier that you're a drummer, but Rufo wants to know are any of the drums from the software like Easy Drummer or Addictive Drums, loops, or drum kits you bought from other producers, or you're tracking all the drums yourself?
I use what's its name? It's Native Instruments 70s drummer, VST. Yeah, that's it. That's a really good one.
There we go. Wait, my voice is kind of low. Can you guys hear me okay? I don't know what.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I hope that answers your questions in the comments, guys. I'm trying to see if I missed anything else, but I think that's it. So with that being said, we're gonna wrap up here today, and I just want to thank RedMosk for joining us today. Thank you again for joining us so late and for bringing such a vibe to the show today. Definitely something that we haven't heard a lot of, so I'm appreciative of your work, and I'm excited to see what else you're able to come up with in the future. For those of you in the chat who want to collab, if you missed that, RedMosk did say he's open to collaborations. Is there a better place to reach you, or is your beat page or Instagram good?
On Instagram or email, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Email or Instagram. I hope you guys caught that. Just a reminder, again, after the show, 4:00 p.m. Eastern, we're going to be live on Twitter Spaces. Justina and Sydney will be talking to us about some music industry stuff. So make sure you join us at BeatStars on Twitter. We'll be back on the show next week, Tuesday, same time, same place. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out today. Thank you again, RedMosk. See you guys
later. Thank you for having me. Bye.
Bye.